As this video goes live, it's Thanksgiving Day here in the United States. Canada has theirs on a different day, and of course, Europe's a little bit different. But this is a point where we take time here in the States to think back and be grateful for what we have, to be thankful for what we have. At least that's what we're supposed to do. Goodness, half the time it gets skipped now from Halloween to Christmas, but that's a whole other deal. But I've been doing this for 9 years now, 9.5. Never expected to be doing it this long. But this week, last couple weeks have really kind of thrown me for a little bit of a loop. One of my longtime patrons, gentleman named Keith, passed last week, kind of suddenly. And then, at least to me, I hadn't heard he was sick. And then had another spouse of one of my patrons pass away this last weekend. And I was in touch with them and knew that one as well. Both of them I knew. And when you lose somebody you know, it kind of throws you off a little bit. And it drove me back to my files. If you don't know, if you haven't seen my file cabinet collection, when people send me mail and letters, I keep everything. I've got a whole drawer that's just full of folders of mail from people. And I started getting into there and digging through and looking at what people sent. And this is just a couple of the folders. I mean, it's a whole drawer full of letters. And there was a time when, my channel was much busier. In particular, during COVID, people stuck at home looking for stuff to watch. And people started sending mail, which kind of blew me away. Still does. But I've kept all of these letters, all of the cards, the Christmas cards, the notes. And it's... every now and then I'll just pull it out and start looking through. And just kind of going through. And this one is mostly cards. And I'll bet I could probably guess who most of them are from. I've got some people that have sent more mail than others. Drew has sent a bunch. Richard Meredith was the first one to start sending me mail. And yeah. And the first ones of these are also from another precious friend, Barry. Barry sent me a lot. Barry was a gentleman that I knew down in Florida when we were part of the Coaster Club. He was one of the first guys to latch onto my channel when I created it. One of the first guys to start sending me mail. And when Barry decides he's going to send you mail, he sends you mail. And every month with my live streams, it was 4 to 8 cards or notes or postcards, plus a couple packages. People ask me all the time, where'd you get that shirt? A lot of my shirts came from Barry. Barry also suddenly passed on a couple years ago. And his brother was going through his car, and he actually had a package in the backseat of his car addressed and ready to mail to me that he hadn't mailed yet at the time. And so I got his last mail. But I've got all these other letters here too. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm from North Louisiana. I've been lucky enough to make it to Disneyland, Disney World. Wanted to send you a few brochures. Hope you enjoy the brochures. Enjoy your future trips this coming year. Hopefully I'll get to run into you one day, maybe in Branson or Magic Springs if you ever make it. A lot of the encouragement. Thank you for the pin trade. Oh, goodness. Oh, I remember that. Goodness, I remember that letter. That one's got some personal notes in it. Just wanted to say that I'm... just want to say I am madly in love with you. I have been in love with you since I saw your first video. You have great ears and a nice smile. Let's see. Next time you're at Disney, we should have dinner at the California Grill. And the best part is page 2. April Fools from Barry. Oh my goodness. Leah from Canada, I've got the card there, and but what really gets me is when I start going through these and the number of people. First time in years we were able to go to Knoebels. Wish we could have taken you to. Sending a few things for your collection. Hopefully you can get back there someday. So much has been added since your last visit. Sharon and Brian. And just all the encouragement that people have sent me. And it kind of blows me away because so many of these are people saying how I've encouraged them and blessed them. And they don't realize how much these letters all bless me. Oh, goodness. Carters. Sauvignon, I believe is how you say that one. People talk about my encouraging attitude and things that have helped them when they've been going through stuff. And a number of people I've ridden on the side as well. And, I never expected those kinds of reactions and responses. But you build so many friendships and relationships, and you treasure all of these things. And that's been the thing that's been amazing is, we've lost Barry, we lost Keith, we lost E. But I'm so grateful for the opportunities to get to know them, to build those friendships, to build the relationships with so many others of you that I have. And, there's people that they've moved on. It was fun watching it, but now they've got other interests and stuff. And I miss staying in contact with them. I'm so grateful for my patrons and supporters. Not even so much for the money, believe me. I'm grateful for that, but it's not as much as you might think. But for the friendships that we have built. If you ever watch our Zoom calls, it's like this group of people. There's times that I leave the patron Zoom calls early and I just let it run because they're still yakking and gabbing and having a good time because the friendships that we have built. We've got this core group, but then we constantly welcome new people in. and I never dreamed. And so while I remember the ones we lost, I'm also grateful for the ones that are still here. I never imagined doing this for 9 years. I don't know that I would have continued to do it for 9 years without all the relationships. Do I enjoy doing it still? Absolutely. I'm having a great time. But so much of it has come because of the relationships. And the people you've seen in the videos, Meagan, Craig, Brendan, all of these relationships started because of the videos. And then it's picked up from there. And there's so many others that have joined us along the way. Judy, who you've seen some of the videos, Judy and I were friends through a website, but we had never met until the videos. And then that came together. For John, aka Voldemort, Brian, goodness, there's so many I'm missing here. That Leo, T-Chess Media. I don't know if he wants me to use his real name or not. Some of them have blessed us with trips and vacations and stuff, but a lot of them are just there because of common interests and because for some weird reason they want to get to know me. It's those friendships that have meant so much. I'm grateful for the trips and the stuff, all the gifts, all the stuff behind me. So much of it is from people's hearts that they've sent to me, and it means so much. I'm just grateful. uh, extremely, eternally grateful for the way it has turned out and all of that. There's an old saying that it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. In many ways, it's kind of the same. It's better to have all these relationships and lose some than to never have had them. And I'm so, so grateful for the opportunities. So thankful for everybody who's joined along the way. I still remember that first return trip to Walt Disney World in 2018. Before COVID, I hadn't been there in 8 years. Yeah, but 7 or 8 years. And when everybody raised the funds, because we were struggling financially at the time. Oh, goodness, we were struggling. And so it was kind of this challenge to do this trip as cheap as possible as well. And coming up to Disney Springs and seeing 2,000 people there waiting to meet me was nuts. It's never dreamed. And so all these meetups and meeting people along the way, it has been a ride. It has been a ride. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of it, who's met up with me, who's supported me, whether financially or letters or just watching. My patrons, the friends that I have made through this, it has been a wonderful, amazing 9.5 years. We're getting ready for a funeral memorial service here in a couple weeks, but it's one that is built on a foundation of love and friendship that came out of a meetup at Cedar Point when I got to return there thanks to a viewer, and just an off the wall connection that clicked. Yeah, dear friends now, and so grateful. I've got kind of an adopted daughter. My daughter's got her best friend now from the videos. Really, my closest friends now, outside of a couple exceptions, my closest friends are people I've met through the videos. So I hope you enjoy this weekend. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. And look around at those people and know that they're there for a reason. If you're struggling with family right now, my heart breaks for you. But I pray that you end up with other people in your life who can be like supportive family for you. I pray that you're encouraged this year. I pray that your needs are met. I know I'm not working outside of this right now. My daughter's not working. But we have seen our needs met. I pray that this would be a season of peace and joy for you. I love the Hebrew word shalom, contentment. There's so much there. May it be a season of love for you. Thank you to my patrons, my supporters, my viewers, those who've sent mail, those who've met up with me, the people who have provided equipment out of the blue. I want to give a huge shout out to Leo and T-Chest and Craig and John for the amazing, above ridiculous blessings they have all given me. I miss a couple of them because time is, taking them other directions. But thank you so much for being here for part of the ride. I wish I could share all of these things and all of my heartfelt comments, but thank you. Thank you for making this an amazing experience, far beyond what I would have dreamed. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for the love that you sent me, and I pray that you experience if you experience a little bit of how much I experienced from y'all, you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. Thank you so incredibly much. Have a wonderful holiday season. And thank you for watching. God bless.
Hey Hey, what's that button?
That button will show you another one of our videos.
And that one?
That one will help you subscribe if you haven't already.
Oh, and then there's all these names floating by?
Yeah, this is all of our supporters on Patreon and YouTube members.
Oh, so those are the ones that get the special perks.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about that, click on that button right there.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
And thanks for watching.
God bless.